Is starting an emergency response as the federal government shutdown continues. And joining us now to explain, we have Beth Martino, the president and CEO of 3 Square Food Bank, to explain everything that is going down right now. I know that some people are starting to panic because this continues to go on and on with no end in sight so far, especially on day 28. What has been the response so far and the need that you all are facing at this point, and what's to come?
Well, even before the shutdown, we had seen a 16% jump over the last 4 months in people who needed food assistance. Since the shutdown began, we've heard from countless federal workers who needed help. And we know we have thousands of federal workers here in Nevada. Now we're adding to that people who rely on SNAP for their groceries later to November. If this were to continue, we'd be looking at WIC and other public programs that would be affected. So we have at this point tens of thousands of people that may be struggling to put food on the table.
Yeah, we have 22,000 federal workers here in Nevada alone. And then, like you said, if you add the SNAP benefits and others like WIC who receive that type of assistance, it's even greater. What are you doing now to mobilize to make sure that these folks won't go hungry?
Well, we've been working closely with federal workers to get resources to them. Now we are mobilizing for a much greater level of need. Beginning this weekend, 3 Square will be out in the community with a couple of special distributions, large scale to serve more people. We'll have one at Thomas and Mack in partnership with UNLV, another with College of Southern Nevada. And then we're also working with our partner network. We have over 150 food pantry partners that we work with, all of whom will receive more food to meet the need. We have a couple of them that are doing larger distributions this weekend. And we've updated our website to include all that information so that people out in the community who are in need can find help wherever they are.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, so that people who do need that help can go and find it and get the assistance that they need. Any concern, though, that the longer this government shutdown goes on, that you guys will start to run into problem and that the helpers won't be able to help?
Well, we are certainly stretched thin here at 3 Square. As you know, the state has stepped up to offer some additional funding, so we're looking forward to receiving that and appreciate the state reaching out to see how they can support both northern and southern Nevada food banks and make sure that we have enough. In the meantime, as always, our community is stepping up, and we all know it takes a community to feed our community, and that has been so evident even over the last several days as people are reaching out to donate food, funds, and time, and they're really helping to fuel us as we're moving forward here into the weekend.
Alrighty, so if people want more information about how they can take part in this, not only as a client, but also as someone who would like to lend their time, talent, or treasure, what should they do?
People can find information right on the homepage of our website at 3square.org, and whether they need help with food assistance or whether they want to lend a hand, there are a number of ways there to get information.
All right. Well, we thank you so much, Beth, for joining us in such a tenuous time for so many of our neighbors, and we're all wishing them the best. But thankfully, there are organizations like yours stepping up to try to fill the gap. We appreciate what you do day in and day out.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Happy to have you.